Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue here. Coming back at you again, one more again. On a Tuesday. The club going up on a Tuesday. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? We already know about the injury with Gerald McCoy and things of that nature. Very unfortunate situation because, Mike McCarthy, rest of his coaching staff was really looking forward to Gerald McCoy being a big piece on his defense in the 3-tech position. Now, we talked about, in the last video, we talked about what that meant, who was going to step up, things of that nature, that gives ample amount of time and space and room for Tristan Hill and Neville Gallimore to step up in the pocket, if you will, and come through and do something for the team and show this team that they belong here. Because, again, it's a new coaching staff. Everybody is at phase one. There's no pet cats when it comes to this coaching staff because they're coming in fresh and new. You know what I mean? The only thing that I guess, if you look at their draft picks, but outside of that, the guys that have been here already, those are the ones that have to watch their back. Those are the ones that have to get out here and fight and do what they need to do to make this roster. Now, Gerald McCoy was released, which, when you look at it, you're like, well, why the hell would they release him? They signed him to a 3-year contract. Wouldn't you just keep him on the roster and then get ready for him to come back next year? Because he signed a 3-year contract, $8.3 million. Yes, he did sign a 3-year contract, but the Cowboys were smart. In his contract, they put in there that it was injury-laden. Apparently, Gerald McCoy has had quad injuries before, quad/knee injuries before. So the Cowboys were smart, and they covered their own ass by basically putting in his contract that, hey, if you get a quad injury of any type, we can release you. You can keep your bonus money, but everything else that was on the books come back to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, by releasing him via injury, the Cowboys are going to save about $3.25 million in salary cap space. Gerald McCoy keeps his $3 million signing bonus, but he doesn't get anything else because I think he was supposed to make up to like $6.5 million this season or something like that, had he played the whole season. But again, with it being COVID season, we don't know if we're gonna have a whole season anyway. So, I guess I don't know. We'll see. Now, when you look at this situation, right? The Cowboys love Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy loves to be here with the Dallas Cowboys. It's unfortunate that his first real practice, he gets injured and out for the year, considering that, like Mike McCarthy said, he was supposed to be a big piece in that 3-tech position with the Dallas Cowboys. And it really sucks, but, injuries are inevitable. They happen. So there's nothing you can do about that. You got to just play your cards and just play the hand that's dealt and do what you need to do. Next man up, like Jason Garrett used to say, not to use a Jason Garrett-ism, but, that's what it is. Now, Gerald McCoy wants to come back after, whatever happens with, let me fix this. Gerald McCoy wants to come back to be a Dallas Cowboy. The team very much so wants to bring him back, but that really all depends on how his rehab goes, how things go with, with the quad and everything else with his healing process. If he heals up 100% by the time this next offseason comes, then yeah, they'll re-sign him back and he'll come back to the Dallas Cowboys and they can formulate another deal, which probably would have an injury settlement in there somewhere too. And they'll probably give him, a 2-year contract next year. That's pretty much, or maybe another 3-year contract, who knows? But I think he's 31 years old at this point. So they'll probably give him like a 2-year contract after next year. There's going to be a bunch of incentives in there. I'm pretty sure it's going to protect the team depending on what happens if he gets injured again. So He definitely wants to play again, and I know he's, Gerald McCoy is a silly guy, so he's not going to show you his pain and his hurt, but I know that he's hurting right now not being with the Cowboys, and, he had this opportunity to come in here and do something huge off the break, and, the Cowboys were looking for him to do said thing, and boom, injury happens, and what can you do? It happens. There's nothing you could do about that. That's just the way injuries happen. Now, we'll see. I would love to see him come back. Hopefully things work out for him, but I'll just be praying that he has a successful recovery period. They did say to because he had a surgery this morning, and he talked while he was getting ready to change his clothes, and he, basically was telling Cowboy fans, go win a Super Bowl, and I'll be back. We'll see if he comes back. We will see about that. Now, like I said, I know we all want him to come back because we want to see what he can do. Finish what you started. But we still got Dontari Poe at that one technique. But these guys need to step up, and that's what training camp is for. The Cowboys did work out a couple of offensive tackles. I think they signed one of them. I didn't get the guy's name, but I'll go back and look at it and talk about it in the next video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Gerald McCoy situation. I mean, it sucks. Like I said, injuries happen to everybody, but we just got to pray that, all the other guys stay healthy because we need somebody to play. And those haters out there that watch the channel, you know who you are. Leave me alone. But yeah. Some other things in training camp. Dak Prescott was out there looking good. Dak Prescott was never known to be a good practice guy, but over the years he's worked on that, and he was looking sharp out there, looking accurate and stuff. Andy Dalton was out there looking good, which makes me feel like even better about the fact that they got a veteran guy as a backup quarterback, because again, if something, Lord forbid, if something happens to Dak Prescott in a game and he can't play, you got Andy Dalton there to come and throw the ball in. And that boy, he can throw some darts. Andy Dalton does, but we already knew that. Francis Bernard, the linebacker, showing up again 2 days in a row. He's trying to make this team, y'all. He's not your prototypical linebacker. He's not, as far as size goes, but he's athletic and he knows how to get that ball. So, he out there doing some things. Anthony Brown out there looking good. Chidobe Awuzie looking good. All these guys are looking good out here. Xavier Woods is getting comfortable with Clinton Dix playing beside him in that safety role. So, those pretty much are going to be your starters for safety. So, this defense might be better than we think it is. Now, I'm just trying to stay optimistic or whatever, but, we figure out what we do with that defensive line and how they're going to rotate and do some things. I think they'll figure it out, though. But like I said, Tristan Hill got to step it up. Neville Gallimore, I know he just got drafted, but he's got to come and hit the ground running as well, So, also, one last thing, too, related to the current team, but just wanted to give a shout out to Drew Pearson, the original number 88. Just got nominated for the 2021 Hall of Fame. So, guys, hopefully he gets voted in on that and gets it. So we'll see how that transpires throughout the season, and the other nominees and what are his chances of getting into the Hall of Fame this year. So he should, though. That's Drew Pearson. He better get in there. Got to get them 88s. You got to get all the 88s in there. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's just how it is. Something else I wanted to say too. I be having so much things on my head, and then when I get to the video, I'm like, boom, because I don't normally take notes. I pretty much, know my stuff verbatim. Only time I really write notes is when guys, I don't know their names and stuff like that. I want to get it right. I hate to butcher people's names and stuff. I want to get their names correct. But Dontari, I don't know, a lot of people keep calling him Dontario. Even some of the staff on the Dallas Cowboys call him that. It's Dontari Poe. He passed his physical. So, he's able to go out there and do and practice fully with the team now, so that's a good thing. So at least we got Dontari Poe out there. I'm looking at these guys on this defensive line that's going to be helping DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence, you're going to see a new look for him this year because he's actually going to be standing up now. So he's going to probably be doing both, hand in the dirt, but he's going to be mostly standing up like an outside linebacker does in a 3-4. So we'll see how they do it. It's going to be a hybrid defense, and they're going to hide coverage. They're going to disguise a lot of the stuff that they're doing. So you ain't going to know what's going to happen until it happens. So and I'm liking that. I'm all in on that. So let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, between time, thanks again to all my subscribers. If you're new to the channel, it's your first time looking at it, don't be afraid. Come on in here. Tap that notification bell. Subscribe to your boy, E2 Blue. Talk to you soon.